Hi, my name is Ndidi Obioha. 10 years ago, I was in the banking industry, but today I run a very successful event management company known as Enthyst Event Consulting Company. People often ask me how I make it seem so easy, effortless, and flawlessly put together. I'm talking about the events that I do. But the truth is, it is not. It comes with a lot of pressure, tension, madness.
It is about the success of the event.
But I've got the best team on ground and I was built for this. It's a very demanding career for a wife and a mother of 3. But in all of this, I love what I do. Welcome to my world, our world. We are the event pros. Hi, you're welcome to another edition of the Event Pros. Now on this very episode, we will be looking at one aspect of the event industry that a lot of focus hasn't been put on it. And this aspect is the kiddies parties. I was, privileged to be to put together the cutest boy I'd ever seen. Zach. It was Zach's 1-year birthday, and the parents called on us in this event to put together a very memorable party for this very adorable boy. And in trying to conceptualize the entire brief that we were given, we wanted to do something different. We wanted, like the client had asked, a very memorable party. And we now went searching for the right vendors. The theme we came up with was the Mickey Mouse theme, Disney World Mickey Mouse theme. And we went searching, and I came across these 2 amazing, very professional, and most of all, detailed women that are making a difference in this very aspect that's been kind of neglected without too much attention being paid to it. First would be the MD CEO of Kiddies Creek, Tilewa Wale Akimbola. You're very welcome to the show, Tilewa. I had an amazing experience working with you. We'll talk about all that. I mean, I liked all that you brought to the table. Awesome. So we'll talk about all that. My very next guest on the show I found her very interesting, especially when she told me the story of what made her get into this business. I'm talking about the CEO herself of Kids Cuisine, Onome Ogufa. Onome, you're very welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It was, I must say, I think what hit me the most was the passion I saw in you when I came to you, when I called you. I said, you know what, Tilewa, I want to do, this is the concept of what we're trying to do. It's a 1-year birthday. The theme is Mickey Mouse. And I want to create a very memorable experience for everybody that will be attending the party. And what I found interesting was, like I said, the passion with which you delivered your service. You're like, okay, you know what? I have this, but what is your budget? And I always say to people, that is one question that's very important. Because, you don't want to use the money to buy Fanta, to buy champagne. So you would always want to work around a budget. But in all of this, also understanding the fact that what we try to do as people, as vendors in the industry, is making sure that we give the client value for whatever money that they spend. What got you into this business in the first place? With the kind of passion that you have for it, what made you go into the kiddies world of entertainment?
It's a very funny story too.
Okay.
It all started when I was going to have my daughter's first birthday.
Okay.
And then we're trying to have a Winnie the Pooh party.
Okay.
We couldn't find any supplies.
Oh, wow.
I had to get someone from America to ship to me, and I'm like, I should probably go and do this.
There's a gap.
And that's how there's definitely a gap that needs to be
filled. Totally.
So that's how we started with the party shop.
Mm-hmm.
Thereon we went on to rentals, which is an add-on to the party supplies, and that's where we are. Baby, 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 baby.
So what are the kind of things that, I mean, I got everything I needed in terms of entertainment from you for the kids. I mean, from the basket. I remember that night, oh, it was so funny when we had to bring that. You and I had talked on the phone, and I said to you, I wanted like a 4-in-1 kind of castle. You know, you said, oh, you have this beautiful one that I would like. It's so much fun. But in my wildest dream, I did not imagine the size of that thing. I mean, we had to totally change the floor plan by the time we got on ground because it was humongous. It was huge. And for me, you took a chance investing in a piece like that because it has to be a venue where there's enormous space to be able to take that kind of structure, but it's a very imposing structure. I mean, having that kind of structure at a party totally shows that you've arrived, you know. That I liked about it. Honestly, that I liked about. I mean, I remember my clients calling me later that night after we had set it up. You know, by the time we left to come back the following morning, she called me when we had left and said to me, "Oh my goodness, Ndidi, imagine a 1-year-old." She said she brought her son out to the balcony and he was just looking. And the moment he sighted that structure, he just started jumping. As in, there was this excitement. I mean, I had goosebumps when she said that. I knew, okay, we were gradually getting there as to the kind of experience we wanted people to have. So that was just fantastic. But, I mean, what makes you decide on the different structures that you get?
To start with, colors. Colors play primary role.
Okay.
In equipment selection. We try and make the colors as interesting as possible, and then the combination of the colors is what actually attracts the children. Like you said, the 1-year-old, if he sees something yellow, red,
blue,
primary colors, instinctively he'll be attracted
to it. Okay.
And then for size, we do different sizes to cater for different people, which is why we ask about the budget and the capacity, the number of children you expect.
And the size of the venue.
The size of the venue, which is also very
important.
From the pictures we saw, we knew that would work at that venue, which is why we suggested it, as opposed to having so many inflatables.
Very true. Venue. That's interesting. That is interesting. I remember we also got the carousel from you. Carousel from you. Carousel from you. That was very popular. Yes, it was. It's a very popular thing. I mean, it's really gaining momentum everywhere these days. We had the train ride from you. And what I liked was that when I told you what the theme was, you had some of the inflatables that were built around the theme that we had. And, you know, for me, it's all about paying attention to details. And those are some of the things that you brought on board. So that was just fantastic. Fantastic. Onome, now, your own case was just, please tell the story. I need you to tell that story as to what made you go into this business, kids cuisine. Please tell the story.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I've never had to talk on TV.
There's always a first time, so hey.
Okay, so kids cuisine, my story really, we go for parties a lot. I have 4 kids, 4 boys.
Okay.
We go for parties. I've had situations where my son had food poisoning.
Oh, wow.
From a party. And I told them, you do not eat at any party again, henceforth. You know, we go for further parties and we find out that children are being neglected. Even when you talk to the parents, you just hear them say they'll eat rice. They will eat rice. And I'm like, why is this gap in this industry?
Very true.
I need to close it. I sat down, I prayed to God. He gave me the vision. Everything was like 1 month.
Oh, wow.
Everybody in my house at that point thought, is she okay? Is she losing it? But for that 1 month, I don't go out, I don't go anywhere. I was strategizing on the meals. I would do meals, I would call my kids, try it for me.
Okay, they were guinea pigs.
They were basically my food tasters. They have to approve every menu that we have on our list.
What are the ages of your kids?
Starting from 13, and the last one is 4. So in 1 month, because I saw that gap and I needed to close it, where we go for parties and you have people saying, give them rice, just give them rice. And you say this is a kid's party and you're just giving them anything. So I needed...
You're giving them what the adults would eat.
And what they don't like.
You
know, mostly in our homes, we really don't go out of our way to make burger or hot dogs for children.
And
they still go out for the parties and you're telling them to
and it's the same thing.
So I felt, you know what? we have to close this gap. Sat down, it took me a month. I was building up the menu, trying them out for my children.
So what are the kind of menus that you came up with specifically for kids?
Nigerian food.
What kind of Nigerian food?
We have jollof rice, we're making our own way. We had pasta, we had chicken, no pepper.
So the jollof rice would be in a way that the children would like. So what makes it different? You make it more colorful? Because I do know, I mean, kids are not very hot on veggies. So, I mean, knowing that if you throw carrots and all that, they probably would, especially the checkered jollof rice, they take it out. So are there some of the things that you consider in deciding on the ways to make it to suit the kids that we're trying to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ordinarily, you would do your jollof rice regular and just go. We would do our jollof rice and add pasta.
Okay.
Because like most children, they like pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Who had a shredded chicken?
Okay.
Because the child, if he wants to pick something, is picking the chicken.
Yeah.
And then is interested in eating the food.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go on to our burgers because you just talked about veggies. Children don't like veggies. Let's not get it twisted. So we do our burgers. We don't do veggies.
Okay. You don't put veggies in your burgers?
We don't put veggies in our burgers.
Okay.
But we have like condiments, like, you know, for the grown-up kids that will come and say, no, I want lettuce, I want this, I want that. Then you have the option to actually fill your burger.
Okay, so there's something interesting that you said to me when I was talking to you and looking to bring you on as a vendor for this event, for the event that the birthday party that we all did together. You said to me that you had there was a way you it was on-site kitchen where the kids pick exactly what they want. I find it interesting what you just said. The fact that, you know, a lot of attention is not paid the kind of menus that are selected for the kids. Now, what are the kind of menus that you know, considering that that's what you do strictly for kids, what are the kind of menus that you usually would suggest? I mean, I know what we had, but yeah, please educate us.
Okay. Firstly, I like the fun food.
Okay.
You know, like the corn fritters is not common around here.
Okay.
But you know, when we tried it out, it was really so nice. We made them with corn and then with Indomie.
Oh, really?
Yes,
okay. And children love Indomie.
They just love anything.
Anything Indomie.
So we get creative.
Yeah, we did.
Indomie,
okay. Okay.
Making it different from Indomie.
Fantastic.
I know the fact that when they come up to us to make their selection, that's actually how we serve. We don't serve the kids.
Okay.
They have to come up like a buffet style.
Okay.
For kids, you know, you have the children coming to say, I want this, I don't want that.
Okay,
this,
okay. So they have they have options and they can make their choices from those options. Okay, very good,
and
very
we
good.
had the party ones, the toddlers, they were like 5 years old and below.
Yeah.
And they, no, auntie, I want to pick my food myself. I want to pick my food myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, I was just watching them pick the different stuff, picking out this and putting this.
Okay.
But basically, our menu ranges from continental all the way to local.
So what are examples of some of this stuff that you would do?
Corn fritters, like I mentioned.
Yeah, okay.
Hot dogs in different flavors.
Okay.
Beef, chicken, turkey.
Okay.
Hot dogs with cheese or without cheese, with chili or without chili.
Okay.
Depends on what the children
they want from the
like
display.
Yes. So we have like a condiment bar.
Yeah.
So if a child comes up to us, for example, and says, I want hot dog, please don't put the ketchup in it.
Okay.
So we don't pre-make it. Everything is made right there.
There for them to select from.
For them to select from.
Okay, interesting. Okay, and then when you talk about the local dishes, how would you present them to the kids? Because I mean, I saw the kids as in totally digging into their plates when you were serving them. Even the way the jollof rice and stuff that you did, it looks a bit different in the sense I think it was more colorful and stuff like that. So how's that done?
Firstly, you don't want to chase the child away when your food is too spicy.
Yo, definitely.
So we put all that into consideration.
Okay, cool.
Not making it spicy and making it more colorful.
Oh, fantastic.
The texture, the taste.
Yeah.
And how it looks.
Okay. And I noticed that you didn't have the chicken the usual way the adult chicken is usually served. You had it in, what was that?
Southern fried chicken.
Southern fried chicken. Okay. Now that's interesting. I also remember that one of the things I liked that you had was your the sweet station, where you had the way like the ice cream alone. You had like the 2 flavor type ice cream all in one. The presentation And remember, we also had the popcorns that I found interesting. You had the popcorns to go with the color of the day, the color theme. I mean, I saw blue, I saw red, because those are the color. No, it wasn't blue. It was red. It was yellow. Oh, there was blue, right? All the Mickey Mouse colors were kind of like interpreted in the way you presented the popcorn, and it was branded. It was the Mickey Mouse themed packaging that was used. For me, I am totally about the attention we pay to the details in what we do and all that. And that I did get from you. How long has your business, how long have you been doing this?
Kids Design is exactly 1 year old.
Oh, wow. So it's new. Okay. Okay. And what's the response been like for you?
It's been amazing.
Okay.
Totally. Like, I'm overwhelmed.
The acceptance on all that.
The acceptance, the recognition.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to associate with Kids Cuisine right now.
Now, yeah, yeah.
And for me, I'm not stopping there.
Yeah.
Trying out menus every day. With my little tasters.
Does it? I hope you pay them for this tasting they are doing.
Funny enough, there was once I brought my 4-year-old.
Yeah.
He likes the jollof rice.
Okay.
He's the #1 fan
of the
that particular jollof rice.
Wow, really? Yes.
So we were making it in the kitchen, and he was like, "Can I cook it, Mom?"
Ooh,
I said, "Come along."
interesting.
And he was stirring. And he reminded me, "Mom, the pasta is not in yet."
Wow. Yeah.
I said, okay.
Yeah. You also mentioned something. You said you let the children kind of take part at the party during when you're doing the meals for them. Yes. How do you do that?
Like for your party,
yes.
I went around trying to pick a candidate.
Yeah, okay.
And I asked her, "Have you eaten today?" And she said yes. "What did you eat? Did you take ice cream?" She said yes. "Did you take hot dogs?" She said yes. "You had burgers?" And I was like, "Only you. Are you the only one in this?" "Okay, follow me." And she followed me. "Do you know how to make hot dogs?"
Yeah.
And she said no. I said, "Do you want to know how to
make hot dogs?" Okay.
So she followed me and she made it.
Yeah. You taught her how to.
Taught her how to make it.
Fantastic.
And I gave her a gift.
Oh,
she got
fabulous. An apron from you. Oh, fantastic. So you do that at some of the parties you do. So get kind of like engaging the kids and all that. Are you looking to start up like a kids cuisine academy or something?
Maybe in the future.
But it will be good, honestly, because we do need to teach our kids how to cook these things. Honestly, that's what I say to people. I remember when my son was still in secondary school or so, when he came home on vacation, I sent him off to a catering school.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so when we do go on holidays sometimes, after that experience, oh, he's in the kitchen. Oh yeah, he does. So for me, it's the earlier the better. And hey, yeah, so it works. So you should consider that. There's a big opportunity there for us. Fantastic. So I mean, Tilewa, what other trends are there when it comes to kiddies entertainment in our industry?
Trends are endless.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's ever evolving.
Yes.
Ever changing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so hard
to keep up. Really.
It is so hard.
Okay.
We feel that in the party shop, and then we also feel that in the entertainment.
Yeah. You also do the kiddies favors for the kids, the party favors for the kids. Okay. And I mean, I remember visiting your store, and I mean, I didn't know where to start from. You had all sorts. You had the characters, the themes. So it made it pretty easy for me to pick out things, that I would put in the goodie bags for them. And you can't trade children's party without giving them their goodie bags. You say, no. I mean, you see children cry and roll and all that. So I'm glad that that's one of the things that you also have going for you as part of your package that you do. So, but I mean, in choosing, and I'm sure you consider the different ages, and then of course the themes. So it must be crazy trying to stock up, knowing that the themes are enormous. I mean, when it comes to Disney, just Disney alone, Lion King, this one, that one. I mean, how do you keep up?
You said it right.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you know what?
You enjoy what you do, and you enjoy what you do.
I definitely do.
So are you like a child in a candy store when you're shopping to stock up? Because I'm just trying to imagine.
Me at the trade fairs.
Are you serious?
Something else.
Oh wow! And are your kids? How many kids do you have?
I have 2 girls.
Oh, fantastic! So do they help you decide, or how does it work for you?
Well, they help me know the themes.
Okay.
And the reigning themes.
Themes,
so when
yeah.
get to know from them what's in vogue.
What's in vogue, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then I order quickly to keep up before other people start to ask.
Okay,
so yes,
fantastic.
They're my ears.
Your ears. Your eyes also. Because you know, they're glued to the TV and all of that. That's interesting. I mean, I had an amazing time working with the two of you. And for me, the greatest joy whenever I put together any event is that thank you. I remember my client calling me Sunday morning. The party was on a Saturday. And she woke me up because I was knackered. I mean, we finished the children's party, ended at about 7. And we also had to put together the adult party for them. We started at about 9. I mean, so this was me the entire day. So I was knackered. So I was in bed sleeping myself away. And my phone rings as early as 7:30 in the morning. And who was it? It was my client. And all she called to say was, Ndidi, thank you so much for putting together a flawless, very memorable event for our son. It is one he would remember. Considering that he's just 1 year. But you know what I found? The boy did not cry that day. He knew it was his day. He knew it was his party. And for me, that is the greatest joy. She said to me, you obviously had an amazing team. And I always say, for every event we do, it's not just the planner, it's the entire team that makes it happen. Thank you again, ladies. And it's so much fun. We definitely will do more together. That's a promise. So that's it on today's episode. I hope you've learned a thing or two. It's all about paying attention to details and trying to be a professional at whatever you've decided to do. Join us next week for another very interesting episode. Stay tuned.